this week has definitely been challenging. We had a few lineup changes that are just presenting different challenges for our team, and we played 2 great teams this weekend, and Coach just talked about it with us about how we can learn so much from these 2 matches this last weekend, and just know that we have to compete every single night, and they're good teams, and we can take a lot away from it.
Same with what she said. There's a lot that we can learn from this past weekend, and I think like tomorrow starts a new season, so we just got to take all the losses we've had this year and all the wins and just take all the good things we can from them and just get better from every match we've played.
You guys ever heard of Delaware State?
Apparently they're the number 2 opponent efficiency right under us.
Right under us, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
What was it like just playing that waiting game of seeing your guys' name, especially since you guys were literally the last one?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at Kenzie, I think, and I was just like, I feel like we're always the last ones, but she was just like, no, last year we were announced first. But I feel like just seeing where everyone's going, and I mean, I think we're looking forward to playing all the teams that are on our side. So I mean, we don't like to wait, but nothing we can do.
Playing Thursday, Friday, do you feel like the short week will pose a bit of a challenge, or do you think that'll be better to kind of get those days maybe later on in the run to kind of stack up?
I think we'll probably have to adjust our schedule a little bit, and we're a very routine group. But I think that with that, we all have different ways that we can adjust our schedule and make it kind of fit with what we do, and our team's really good at adjusting. So I think playing Thursday, Friday will be something that we can transition to easily.
Speaking of adjustments, no Kenzie Knuckles for the rest of the season. Nicklin's still battling an issue as well. How have you guys sort of rallied around that and keeping the team tight as we head into a pretty tough tournament run?
I would say it's made us definitely stronger, and even though this past weekend we did come out with 2 losses, I think we played a different type of volleyball that we haven't played all year, and we really had grit, and I think that kind of showed in those 2 matches, even if it didn't come out on our side. But I think that this whole year our lineup has always been kind of switching, and there's been injuries, there's just been a lot, and so I think we kind of know how to deal with that, and moving forward we know the people that are able to play, and we know that each and every person has to do their job, and at the end of the day that's what our plan is to do.
Yeah, I think we put a really big emphasis on each person just doing their role and their job well and not worrying about everyone else out on the court, because with our group, because we are so tight-knit, I think we worry a lot about each other and making sure everyone's good and feeling good, and sometimes that's not productive to do during matches, so everyone going out there to focus on their job and doing their job well is going to help us to win matches.
Maddie, you switched spots in the rotation. Does that change your role at all or change what you're doing on the court?
No, it kind of just with the rotation and us being in the 6-2, the rotations kind of mirror each other. It presents some different serve-receive patterns for us, that are better. So that's kind of the biggest shift.
How emotionally draining was last week? I mean, not only with the injuries, but senior night too. I mean, what was it like to go in? Are you kind of ready for the normalcy of the postseason, I guess?
Yeah, I would say that this last week was a pretty emotional week. Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of different events that occurred that take an emotional, mental toll on you, and then playing obviously 2 big matches, it's a physical one as well. So I think these next couple days is going to be really big for our team to take time to recover and get reset, and like Lexi said, look at these next couple of matches as kind of a fresh start and go from there.
So you have 2 matches on your belt now, and you have a full week to prepare as opposed to last week where the changes happened midweek. How much growth do you feel like you can make before that next match of kind of figuring out the new rotations and everything?
I think this week will be really good for us. Even like Coach said, we have a lot of things that we still need to improve on. And so I think just having this fresh start, like the Big Ten's over with, the postseason's starting, and we're going to have a fresh mindset, and just we're going to get ready to get after it again.
Lexi, since Kinsey got hurt, what has she shown you guys or told you guys about what she wants you to do going forward without her being on the court with you guys?
I think just still having that urgency mentality and still playing for each other and knowing that no matter who's out there on the court, even though she wishes she could be out there with us, that she still believes in each and every single one of us and knows that we're still an amazing team and we can still make it all the way. So I think she's still instilling that confidence in all of us.
Final questions for the players?
Maddie, what are the emotions like for you just watching your last selection show and getting to play in your last NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think it's bittersweet. I think I have more joy about it than I do sadness. I think this is an awesome group, and it's been so great to just learn and grow with this group of people. And yeah, I think we're just excited for the challenge, and we're excited to do it together. And yeah, bittersweet.
You guys both got the chance to play in the national championship last year. Just what do you guys feel like you've learned from that journey last year to kind of prepare you for this year?
I would say the most important thing is that it literally is one game at a time, one day at a time. You have to focus on the match at hand and what you can do in that moment to help just get to the next round. So I think it's just really focusing on each and every game that's in front of us and just leaving it all on the court.
Yeah, I think another big thing our team learned last season was how big of a deal it is to commit to recovery and staying healthy. I think our team struggled a little bit with illness towards the end of the season, and I think that made it even more challenging for us, especially, and we were playing great teams. So I think our team is really bought into taking really good care of ourselves going into these next couple weeks.
Does it provide any sense of relief that you guys would be staying here in Lincoln for the first round?
Yeah, it's always nice to play at home, and especially with the fan base. I think we can't ask for much more. So
Husker Nation creates the best home court advantage in college volleyball.
How did Secret Santa go?
It was good. Everyone got what they wanted.
No, we all had to guess each other, but there was only 4 people that guessed it on the first try, so.
Did y'all have any thoughts about where you wanted to go? I don't know if there was Secret Santa was really exciting. We heard a couple cheers coming from the locker room when maybe you didn't appear in certain regions too, or is it just kind of take whenever it comes in front of you?
I think we're just really focused on each and every single game that's coming forward. Obviously, there's amazing teams that are out there, and we're going to have to play. Every team that we're going to play is going to be a challenge. So, I think we just really have to focus on this week, and then after this week, move on to next week, and just so on and so forth.
No more questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.